Hello, Ronnie. I'm sorry I'm so late. I was just doing the final fossil skit, which is now uploaded. That was the delay there, so I'm sorry for the delay to the stream. But I'm glad that you can stick around for a little bit. I'm sorry that it's late for you. But how are you doing? How's your Friday been? Welcome to the weekend. Let me just share this skit round. Okay. All right. You're good. You travelled to your boyfriend. You caught all your trains in less than 5 minutes to catch the next one. That's a miracle. Well done, Ronnie. What an intense situation. And Belgium did beat us in the heptathlon. Hey. I still think Katarina Johnson-Thompson did a fantastic job, but congratulations, what a thrilling event that was. Hello, Emerald, yes, I did start late, the reason being I was just doing the final fossil skit, and if you want to see that, you can check it out on the socials. So yeah, I wanted to do the last stream properly. I know I'm starting late, but I did want to do a fossil skit, so there we go. How are you doing, Emerald? How was your Friday? Right, let me just share the fact that I'm live. Alright, I think we're good to go. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see if we can find a fossil tonight. Final time I'm streaming Fossil Week, but chances are I will keep... So I'm going to have to readjust my camera here, aren't I? Chances are I will keep... shiny hunting for fossils off stream. So, we'll see. I might not, but that is my plan. That is my plan. I hope that a shiny comes soon. It'll be poetic if we got a shiny tonight on the last stream of Fossil Week. And yeah, I just thought that today would be a good opportunity to reflect on the past streams, because the next time you see me streaming, I will hopefully have a new, improved setup. So that's very exciting. And welcome in, Zombie. I'm glad you enjoyed the new skit. It was a lot of fun to make. Yeah, did something a little bit different. 2 medals. So, KJT standing aside 2 Belgians. Oh, that's fantastic. Well, what a lovely, lovely way to reach nearly the end of the Olympics, and I can't believe I'm saying that. Come back here, Mr. Scientist. Yeah, the end of the Olympics. I mean, opening ceremony feels so recent, but there we go. Tell me a hug museum work when I turn off the camera. Yeah, exactly, Ash. It was just a bit of a logistical impossibility at the time, but don't you worry. I did hug that scientist, so... New improved setup, exactly, Mogyo. And hello, welcome back. Yes, it's my birthday very soon, and I've kitted myself out with a proper PC and streaming setup, proper camera. So, yeah, I'm very excited for new streams. Probably in a couple of weeks' time, being able to stream from the Nintendo Switch as well, so competitive streams, as well as potentially shiny hunting streams from the Switch, as well as... you know, some challenge runs. I have the Hidden Treasure of Area Zero DLC untouched, so all sorts of fun tasks I can set myself for streaming from the Switch, so I'm really looking forward to that, and I hope you all are too. There are so many ideas I have, The Silver Dream Team quest will still happen, don't you worry, if you enjoy these retro tasks for Pokemon. Yeah, all sorts of things to come very soon, so I'm excited for that. In fact, we have some encounters to add, because I did do some, in fact, I know how many. Do some encounters yesterday. I did 90 encounters yesterday, so let me just update that. It's going to be awesome. It certainly is, Mogio, it certainly is. You love the skit. I'm very pleased, Ronnie. Always pleased to hear when the hard work pays off. I'm just sorry I wasn't able to get around to it earlier. I was getting a future episode of Chazingdra Chats ready to go. Let me just do the math here. So, 752 is where we're at. Oops. Not 27,000. Please. Made a typo there. Great. Yes, I was getting a future episode of the podcast ready to go and uploaded, so I can have a bit of time off for my birthday next week. As well as talking to Zoink's next guest on Chazingdra Chats. That episode will probably be out in a little while, actually, maybe heading more towards the autumn. But I wanted to get a buffer episode recorded, you know. So, very busy day indeed. We have a family member over from America right now as well, so that's exciting. It's been, I was promoting the Patreon as well. Doob Snacks, this week's guest on Chazingdra Chats, is a member of my Patreon. Has some very lovely things to say about it, so I wanted to share that to encourage people to get involved in the Patreon. Yeah. Busy day as ever, but feel pleased with what I've achieved today. How has everyone else's Fridays been? I hope you've had a good day. Oh yes, no, don't you worry, Ash. I am definitely going to be watching the Paralympics. Just all of it I find so fascinating. I can't wait to see the Paralympians do their thing. My birthday is soon, Ronnie, yes. As if you didn't know. Ronnie has been making me, or Shadow Fivka has been making me birthday art, which I'm very excited for. So I'll be looking at that very soon, and it's finished now. So congratulations to you, Ronnie, for finishing that. I've been meaning to ask, actually, Ronnie, Shadow Fivka, what's the meaning behind that online name? Thank you, Zombie. Hope you'll have a lovely birthday. I appreciate that very much indeed. New stream setup sounds exciting. You look forward to seeing it. Yes, well, looking forward to seeing you here, probably in a couple of weeks' time. I might be posting online to ask the nature of the challenge run that I'll do with the Hidden Treasure of Area Zero DLC. I'll see. I'll have a little reflect. But it's high time for some downtime for me right now. Or very shortly next week. Yeah, it's been very full on since the start of the year. So, I'm looking forward to just reflecting on everything. I think it's important to take breaks from what you're doing so that you can re-angle, refocus, come in with new ideas. Come in with the ideas that, not just doing things because that's the way you've always done them, constantly assessing if there are things you could be doing better. I think it's very important. There's a whole story behind it. Your online name, Ronnie, I see. Well, I look forward to hearing it at some point. So then, here we are. The final Fossil Week stream, the final stream from this setup. I realise that the screens aren't that easy to see. And I so appreciate you all for putting up with that. I hope we've all had a fun time just hanging out. Because I've very much enjoyed talking to you. And obviously, I can see the screen's far better than you, so if we were to find a shiny, I would be making sure that you knew about it. But yeah, the first stream was on the first day of Fossil Week, the 21st of June, and now it's the 9th of August. I can't believe it. And of course, Safari Week became Safari Month because we had such terrible luck, going more than 50,000 encounters without a shiny. Then, of course, that shiny Venonat appeared, and I accidentally ran away from it. Then Fossil Week had about a week off streaming, and then Fossil Week started 2nd of August. a week ago today. Done a few fossil streams. I think this is the 5th. And here we are. As I say, I'll probably be continuing to hunt the fossils off stream. Probably. So any news on that front, I'll keep you posted. Unless, of course, we find a shiny tonight. That would be incredible, wouldn't it? That would be incredible. I realise we're very under odds right now. The odds are 1 in 8,192 in these games. But it could happen. Especially because we went so over odds for Safari Week. Surely we're due to go a little bit under odds for Fossil Week. So, keep your fingers crossed, everybody. But it's been such a pleasure hanging with you all over the past few weeks. And, you know, the Safari Week streams were my first ever streams. And you all made it so much fun. And you made me feel so welcome. And even when I ran away from that shiny Venonat, finally, after finding it, you're all so supportive and say, oh no, you must feel terrible, sending hugs, and that just means such a huge amount. That I'm part of such a kind community. In fact, Ash making the most incredible GIFs that I've been sharing online. Very sweet, so well animated. We've had Pokemaniac Pete, who's been advising me on PC parts, because I'm entirely new to that. I'm just streaming from my MacBook right now. We've had people just getting involved in all of the questions that I've been posing. Of course, Rani making some birthday art, Ash Carp helping out with that as well. Getting involved in all the chats, all of the questions, and all of the Pokemon cries as well. Made such fantastic friends through doing the streaming, so I really appreciate it. And of course, this is just the very first step. This is just the end of the first chapter of the streaming, because the streaming setup will be much improved, hopefully, when I'm back to it in hopefully a couple of weeks' time. And I'll see you all back here, and we will be streaming much more diverse things as well. We'll keep going with shiny hunting at points. But there's all sorts of other things I want to stream, all sorts that the Pokemon video game offers, and that really is what my channel and what my community is all about. Getting involved in everything that the Pokemon video games have to offer. We've had some, been on calls during some streams with Quick Panic, for example, with Lee Provost, Osiris VGC. And just generally, I've had the best time. I really have. And it's got me so excited for the streams to come. So, just a huge thank you to you all. I realise I'm sounding like I'm wrapping up the stream when we're only just starting, but I wanted to make sure you all hear it at the start. That is what this stream is commemorating. It's also been a huge joy doing all of the skits that I've been doing. Safari skits, fossil skits, you name it. I've always enjoyed writing comedy, I've always enjoyed performing. I am an actor / writer by trade, / comedian. So to be able to lean into that in a Pokemon way has just been so much fun, and I'm pleased that you've enjoyed them. It's been nice to cultivate something that feels pretty uniquely Chazingdra, you know, with those skits. And there will be more skits to come, don't you worry. So, all in all, I'm sure there'll be more gushing I'll do later, but all in all, just thank you so much, everyone, for being a part of this seminal moment in not only me sort of as a gamer, but just in life, you know? Streaming for the first time is a big thing, and you've made it all so much fun. So, a huge, huge thank you, and if you want to be a member of the Merri folk, the community, lovely little friendly community that we have going on, then the link is below my Discord. Chazingra's Chocolate Factory, you can find that linked below. Would be a pleasure to see any and all of you, any one of you and all of you there. So, with that said, let's keep hunting, and I will catch up on the chat. And thank you for the birthday wishes there, Zombie. Pokemon has a very little bit of relation with your nickname, so you may hear about it, may not. I see. Well, I look forward to hearing at some point. Alrighty. The logic behind Shadow Thiefka. Also, 0 as the O. That's interesting. Noted. As to some Shadow or Rani lore. Break time is the most important. It certainly is. You need to have the energy you need to do all the things you want to do. You're totally right there, Zombie. I could not agree with you more. I think before lockdown, actually, that's something I didn't really admit to myself, to be honest. I just figured, keep going, keep pushing. especially when you're acting, it feels like there's always more you can be doing with not much return, you know? You could always be looking for more auditions, you could always be writing something new, blah, blah, blah. And yet, taking your foot off the gas is so important for recentering, refocusing, and ultimately makes you more productive, I believe. For exactly the reason you said, building up that energy. Oh, Shark Sash. Well, it's true. You're an amazing artist, and it's been very touching to see the things that you have come up with. So, it means a huge amount. Ashcup is certainly talented, Ronnie, and I have no doubt you are too. I look forward to seeing the drawings that you've been doing. Ooh, very nearly time. So, what's everyone got planned for the weekend? I will be seeing my girlfriend and hanging out with our American relative we have over. Potentially some birthday things going on, potentially seeing some family. I'm not sure. But I'm looking forward to you having, hopefully, a relatively chill one, although I'm also going away next weekend for a few days, which will be very welcome. But it does mean, you know, I have to queue up a couple of podcast episodes in advance so that they're good to go. So yeah, we'll have a little bit more work to do over the weekend, but we're nearly there. We're nearly there. Writing and drawing this weekend, Ash. Nice! That sounds great. Just sort of downtime writing and drawing? Are you writing / drawing anything in particular at the moment, Ash? Secretly, you only drew my face you posted a while ago. Hey, it would still be a very sweet gesture, Ash. I mean, Ronnie. Still be a very sweet gesture. Now then, let's do some quickfire Pokemon either or, shall we? What shall we go with? You might cook and catch up on your backlog. Yeah, fair enough, Mogio. Don't get me started on backlogs. So much. So much. So many messages for me to catch up on, just so many things in the pipeline. In content creation, Spraggles at UIC, because we were both working that event. I was hosting for the VG. He was, of course, one of the Unite casters. Spraggles said to me, I was talking to him about my content creating ambitions. He, of course, is a preeminent content creator. And he said to me, it's all consuming, but it's great. And I can identify with both those things. It is all consuming. There's just so much to do at all times. But it's also a very exciting thing to do. Anyway, what I'm saying, Mogio, is I sympathise regarding a backlog. You're getting up early, too early tomorrow, and going to the zoo. You do a good line of getting up early, don't you, Ronnie? Well, I think you were up at 4 to go to the airport that time when you went to Spain. But the zoo is going to be well worth it, Ronnie. I hope you have a fantastic time there. You're going back to see the meerkats? Or is this a different zoo? What are you excited to see? You're planning to keep going your fossil hunt, zombie? Of course, you just need Dracovish now, because your luck has been absolutely amazing. Also doing some other shiny hunts, like the Gimme Ghoul and Scarlet Violet, yes. Now, does the Gimme Ghoul have improved shiny odds? I hope so. I will be shiny hunting it if it does. Very cool that they're doing that event again. I still need to... Yeah, I wasn't taking part in that event the first time it happened, so I'm pleased it's doing another run. Writing-wise, there's a few things you normally juggle that you should catch up on. Art-wise, you started a sketch today that you want to keep working on, needs to loosen up the doodle muscles. Nice. Always important to keep your hand in with doodling and anything else that requires a little bit of keeping up. So, sounds good, Ash, sounds good. Payoff is awesome at the content creation aspect. Yeah, especially when you see everything come together. Yeah, I think I've always enjoyed editing. I've always enjoyed creating stuff, and you're so right, Mogio. The finished product is just incredibly satisfying. I want to make a video about my Safari week as well, but I just haven't had any time to work on it. And of course, next week is my birthday, and then going away for a few days. So I would only be able to start working on that Safari video a month after actually finishing Safari week, which is crazy. But having my new setup and everything should make it a lot easier to work on. So. Yeah. I'm learning all these things this year, of course, given I only launched my channel mid-April, so I'm really pleased with how things are going already. We're so nearly at 300 subscribers. I think we're like 13 away, and 13 is my lucky number, actually. So if you have 13 friends, or even if you just have one friend, and there are 13 of you, if we have 13 people in the stream, then tell them to subscribe. That'd be great. So we can reach 300. Every little milestone, you've got to celebrate. That was 3 AM for the airport. Tomorrow is almost 3 hours later. Okay, so that's not too bad, Ronnie. Not too bad. A lot of animals. Hopefully a lot on one day is a big zoo. Nice. Have a fantastic time, Ronnie. I'm sure you will. Gimme still has worse than 4096. How can it be worse than 1 in 4096? Oh dear. 5-star only, full odds, no shining charm effect. Wow. Phew. Yeah, maybe I won't be shiny hunting that then. Maybe I'll just wait for a future time. Yeah, good luck for that hunt, zombie. I just don't think I'll have enough time to make a dent in it, really. Good video, yeah, the idea, the feeling, the inspiration for the skits and the venom. Yeah, exactly. There's a lot to dive into in that video. I'm glad that sounds good to you, Mogio, because yeah, I think it could be a really fun project. You're not a morning person. Fair enough, Ronnie. Yeah. Totally get you. So then, let me set you all a Pokemon either or. Lickitung or Tauros? Lickitung or Tauros? Both normal types, both Gen 1, both mono stage, both rare. Lickitung or Tauros? I do have a soft spot for Lickitung, I've got to say. The fact that it's only available in red, blue and an in-game trade just ups its allure, I think. There was a Lickitung on my team for a while in my Shining Pearl playthrough. But do I go Lickitung or Tauros? I think it's tough. I guess I'll say Tauros. I love the idea. And both of them, you can only get them very late on in Generation 1. So the chance of having them on your Elite Four team, pretty slim. And I always like Pokemon like that. Makes me want the challenge of raising them on my team that late and then putting them, having them go through the Elite Four. You're not a morning person, that's why you're still up. Yes, well, fair enough. There are night owls and there are early birds. Both birds, aren't they, of course? Even an owl is a bird, which is strange, but... yeah, fair enough, Ronnie. Gimme is just slightly over normal odds. Okay, wow, crazy. Tauros for you, Mogyo. Licky Tongue for you, Rani. Tauros for you, Ash. Licky Tongue for you, Zombie. Okay, so we're pretty split on that one then. You love yellow shiny, Zombie. Yeah, it's a fun shiny. Taurus's shiny is pretty yellow though as well. Greeny yellow. Combat breeds really warmed you up to it. Yeah. Yeah, we've talked about this before, I think, Ash. The Paldean Tauros is such a cool design. And the shiny, I think, is great. Obviously, it's very similar to the original, but just that jet black as opposed to sort of the very dark grey. Sometimes subtle shinies really hit the spot, and that is one of them for sure. Alright, let's do another one. Slugma or Houndour? Slugma or Houndour. Both fire types, both Generation 2. You can only obtain both of them in the Kanto portion of Generation 2. That's really tough. I really like them both. I think for me, I would say Houndour. I have a bit of a history with Houndour. So, when I was younger, got some Pokemon cards, Generation 2, from the toy shop. And one of the cards I pulled was a shiny Houndour. Not Houndoom, Houndour. And I just thought that was so cool. That it was a shiny, a hollow version, I mean, of a pre-evolved Pokemon. Then, playing through Shining Pearl, so fast forwarding many years there. The very first, you know, when you were collecting the Diglett and the Dugtrio and the Grand Underground and Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, and then when that bar was full, there were sort of, the shinies were twice as likely. Well, the very first time that bar was full for me and the little alert went off, I ran into the nearest sort of den, ran into a Houndoom, my very first encounter with those improved odds, and it was a shiny. It was unbelievable. Incredible. Shiny Houndoom there. And then, Pokemon Sleep last year, the second day of Pokemon Sleep's release, I woke up to a shiny Houndour. And found an entirely random shiny Houndour in Kitakami in Pokemon Scarlet. So, basically, I feel like Houndour is sort of looking for me. So I've always had a soft spot for that Pokemon. Maybe I'll do a Houndour quest one day, try and shiny hunt it in every generation. Anyway, that's enough of me waffling. What do you all think? Probably Houndour for you, Mogyo. Another either or for later Tauros and Miltank. Yeah, exactly, Ash, yeah. Bull and cow. Houndour for you, Zombie. Houndoom is so cool. Houndour for you, Ash. Slugma for you, Rani. Very nice. You like the original shiny, the other three forms? Not so much, Rani. That's interesting. I realise the original Tauros' shiny is more distinct. But I really like how sleek the Paldean Tauros shinies are. Never actually seen a shiny Tauros except the Paldean Tauros, so you didn't know it was yellow. Oh, I see. Well, I'm sorry if you didn't want that to be spoiled for you there, Zombie. It's green. The sort of the fur around its neck is green, but its main body is yellow, or like a fluorescent yellow bordering on green, that sort of thing. Like a highlighter yellow, if that makes sense. Harder though for you, Mogyo, the Slugma versus Houndour question. Fair enough, yeah, I think it's a tough one as well. Shiny Houndour magnet. Yeah, well, at least I'm a magnet for some kind of shiny. I've got to say, I've had fairly good luck with shiny Horsey. In Shield, when I was shiny hunting it, I was hatching eggs. I hatched a shiny Horsey on the 70th egg. So that was amazing. In Scarlet Violet, as soon as I had a Horsey outbreak, I went for a shiny, because of course Kingdra is my favourite Pokemon. Got it pretty swiftly, and then on other shiny hunts, in fact, yes, that's it, there was an outbreak for Squirtle in the terrarium. Didn't find the Squirtle, but I did find another shiny Horsey. And then in another outbreak for Squirtle later on, I still didn't find the shiny Squirtle, but I did find the shiny Horsey, a third shiny Horsey, so now I have that line complete shiny, which is so cool. What a cool line it is, shiny as well. I mean, obviously I'm biased and I really like the Horsey line, but the shiny is amazing. That deep green that Horsey is, and the sort of that indigo with the red tips that Seadra goes, and then the purple for Kingdra. Oh, amazing. And Seadra's got to be one of my favourite middle stage evolutions. Obviously, originally it was a final evolution. But yeah. So maybe I'll do a Horsey quest. I should do a Horsey quest before a Houndour quest, probably. Given Kingdra is my favourite, but... yeah. Paldean Taurus shiny, it's pretty cool. You dislike it on principle because it was introduced in the generation where shiny Bring District was the most important. What do you mean by that? I think maybe there's a typo in that, zombie. Right, Ash, let's do that one right now. Miltank or Tauros, everybody. Miltank or Tauros? I would say... Maybe I'd say Miltank, you know, represent that Gen 2. Yeah, I think I'd say Miltank. Milk Drink as well, you can just recover. Always so useful when Pokemon have access to those moves. And, of course, Shiny... not Shiny. Well, the Shiny is great, but what I meant to say was... Whitney's Miltank is iconic. Iconic. So yeah, I'd say Miltank. How about all of you, Tauros and Miltank? Being distinct. I see, yes. Yeah, you do want those distinct shinies in Scarlet Violet, given there's no shiny sparkle noise. Also, though, I kind of like that it's a challenge sometimes to... encounter a shiny, work out if a Pokemon is shiny in Scarlet Violet, because the odds are so improved. Or there are various ways you can boost your odds. I like that they still retain a challenging aspect of it. There are other challenging aspects, of course, but the fact that it doesn't make a sparkle noise, I kind of like that, actually, I've got to say. Some of them, it does mean really sort of... it can be difficult. Trying to work out, for example, Poltergeist... its shiny is just a slightly darker green. Well, the black bits on the body go dark green, so you've really got to pay attention. But yeah, I'm a fan, actually. Miltank for you, Ronnie. Miltank for you, Ash. It was a powerhouse in your silver monotype run. Ooh. That sounds great, Ash. I didn't realise you did a monotype run. So a normal monotype run, was it? Tell me. Tell me the other Pokemon on that team. You could call it a silver Moo-type run. If you remove an N. I don't know, if you want to lean into the Miltank side of things. I love a monotype run. I did a water monotype run in Soul Silver in Lockdown, and I loved it. Then I did a Dragon monotype run in Emerald, also in Lockdown. I've done a Bug monotype run of, I think it was Fire Red. An Ice monotype run of Leaf Green, Ice being my favourite type. Especially those are my top 5 types except normal, so I should do a normal one as well at some point. For round 3, probably Miltank, because you got the shiny last week. Yeah, fair enough, Mogio. Miltank for you, zombie. Wow, loads! Loads of Miltank fans. We haven't had a single vote for Tauros in that pairing. I do love Tauros as well, let it be known. Tandem House, exactly, Mogia. It's a difficult shiny to detect. And it's long been an ambition to shiny hunt for the family of 3 Mouseholds. I'm going to do that at some point. And I find that actually, once you've seen enough Tandem Mouse, you can immediately detect if one is shiny or not. I'm sure I'm going to eat my own words, but that's certainly what I've found. Yeah, I think it'd be so cool to have a shiny family of 3 Mousehold. It'd be really good for Regulation Set H, where it's going to be more viable than in Regulation Set G. When we go back to that. So yeah, I'm going to get my skates on for that if I want to find one. Yeah, I'm glad you see the logic of that, zombie. Yeah, exactly. I'm glad that they've maintained some difficult elements of shiny hunting in Scarlet Violet. Yeah, true, actually. There are quite a few difficult to see shinies in this generation. Good point. You're almost heading out. Let's see if you can sleep a bit. Fair enough. Hey, it's a 2-hour car ride. Yeah, well, that's prime opportunity for sleeping there. Thank you very much, Ronnie. Enjoy the time off. We're looking forward to the next streams. Thank you so much after my break. That's so kind of you, Ronnie. I'm so excited to see the birthday art that you've made. Again, that's incredibly kind of you as well. You are such a valued member of the Merri folk, Ronnie, and I can't wait to see you very soon. I'll miss you all over the next couple of weeks when I'm not streaming, but pleased to be able to stream tonight. Just to give it a proper send-off. It would have felt wrong if I just ended the streams after yesterday with no preparation to anyone for it being the last stream for a couple of weeks. So, thanks so much for stopping by, Ronnie. I'm sorry again that I started the stream late. But, yes, enjoy the zoo tomorrow. Have a fantastic weekend. Thank you for your support always. You've been in the stream since a very early point. You're my 100th subscriber. Have a very merry rest of your day. I'll see you soon. The normal run in Silver Ash. Togetic. I'm not sure of the pronunciation there. Pidgeot, Raticate, Miltank, Furret, Girafarig. Ronnie. We could refer to you as Ronnie. That's fun. And that's a fun team. Togetic, Pidgeot, Raticate, Miltank, Furret, Girafarig. I love Girafarig. I mean, yeah. I meant to say there I love Furret, but I do also love Girafarig. Furret, very cute. I prefer Furret to Raticate, I think, if we're talking about the sort of early root normal type Pokemon. Hello, Gladius. Good to see you. It's been a little while. How are you doing, Gladius? Thanks so much for hopping back into the stream. The final Safari Week stream and the final stream with this current setup. I have... it's my birthday soon, and for that I am treating myself to a proper streaming setup with a PC, better camera. So, yeah. This is going to be the last stream of its kind, and we've just been reminiscing about how fun it's all been. So it's good to see you back here, Gladius. How have you been? It's been a little while. Love that Furret can surf. Yes, Ash, that is so cool. And it makes sense, I think. Called Ronnie for a while at high school by a classmate. You'd love not to hear that anymore. Okay then, Ronnie, don't worry. We won't call you Ronnie then. Thank you for clarifying that you prefer not to be. Final Safari Week stream. Is that what I said? Oh dear. I tell you what, here's a bit of insider info. When I filmed that final Fossil Week skit today, when I was the bit where I advertise the stream and I say, join me for the final installment of Chazingdra Streams Fossil Week, I only went and said Chazingdra Streams Safari Week, didn't I? I caught myself and then I refilmed it, but yeah, I'm so used to talking about Safari Week. So, there we go. I can see Furret doing a good job of surfing, and I can see it being very cute when it surfs as well. Its little paws paddling. I love that normal type Pokemon have access to such a wide variety of types of move. Let's do another quickfire question. Okay, we've had Generations 1 and 2. Let's move on to Generation 3 now. Flygon or Altaria? Flygon or Altaria? Both Dragon types, both Generation 3. Neither of them powerhouse Pokemon. Generation 3 really started with introducing more kinds of Dragon-type Pokemon, not just powerhouse Pokemon, which I find really interesting. It certainly has been a long time, Gladys. You've been busy with work. You've been watching the streams after you get off. Oh, well, that's very sweet. It's nice that you've been coming back to hang out. Appreciate the fact that you've been here. Gladius, I hope now that things are less busy with work, and I hope you have a relaxing weekend ahead. What are your plans? And yes, Flygon or Altaria, everybody. I think for me, it's really difficult, you know? Flygon was on my very first playthrough team of Generation 3. I caught a Trapinch, not knowing what it evolved into, just stuck with it, ended up with a Dragon Ground Flygon, so that was really cool. But Altaria was on my Shining Pearl playthrough. I've always loved Swablu. If I had to choose, I would go for Altaria. Altaria is just more me, I think. I love Cloud Wing Bird. I love that it's a dragon type, but it's quite a peaceful looking dragon type. Just sing some nice songs. Fluffy, yeah, I'm a big fan of Altaria. How about you all? Flygon or Altaria? Saw the shiny I ran from, you felt so sad for me. Oh, well, that's very kind of you, Gladius. I only have myself to blame, but that's very kind of you for feeling bad for me. I was in that rhythm. I was not paying enough attention. It was kind of bound to happen in a way. It's really weird when you watch that clip back, because I definitely hesitate for a little bit. And then I still run, so if I'd hesitated for just a split second longer, I think I'd have detected the shiny. Oh well, it's a fun piece of lore for Chazingdra. Thing is, I also failed a shiny Venonat last year in Safari Week when I wasn't streaming. So, yeah, could have had the reclaim, but oh well. I will find that shiny Venonat again. Commitment, as we dubbed it. Yeah. It was just a relief to get out of the Safari Zone at that point, to be honest. It having been more than 50,000 encounters. What are your latest Pokemon projects, Gladius? Are you doing any shiny hunts right now? Are you doing Fossil Week? What's new with you? Glad you think Flygon Altaria is a good one. Well, go, yeah. Yeah, I think it's decent. You really like Mega Altaria as a concept. Yeah, the only Dragon Fairy type that we currently have. To be honest, regular Altaria definitely lays a claim for being a Fairy type. If anything, more than Dragon type, it could be argued. Fairy flying, maybe. I don't know. But there will be reasons. I always love delving into the trivia behind Pokemon's inspirations, and yeah, I'm sure there's a solid reason why Altaria is Dragon type. Flygon or Altaria? Yes, that's your answer. Tough one for you then, Ash. Flygon was your first level 100 Pokemon ever, Mogyo. That's amazing. Okay, well that's got to hold a special place in your heart then. Got the Shadow one from Colosseum as well. Wow. Altaria, the Cloudpurr Dragon, so good. Such a pretty yellow shiny, certainly is. Flygon's got an incredible shiny as well, let's not forget. But yeah, as I said, I think it's Altaria for me. Scarlet Violet gave you 2 free shiny Trapinch and a Vibrava. Wow. Oh, there you go. So, you're gonna go with Flygon there, Mogyo. Fair enough. The Venonat lore runs deeper than expected. Yeah, exactly. I don't know if you saw, I shared this on X the other day. They've now released, or very shortly they'll be releasing a Venonat pin. So, might have to invest in one of those for casting. Also a Kingdra Pixel pin, which is cool. Looking forward to when they do the Horsey line as pins. The non-pixel versions. Alright, let's get another quick fire. Okay, let's move on from Generation 3 to, you guessed it, Generation 5. Generation 4. Just joking. Generation 4, let's see. Oh, here's one. Cresselia or Darkrai? Cresselia or Darkrai? That's tricky. That'd be an amazing spot on a stream. Don't you worry, Mogyo. I have earmarked that Venonat pin hard. Shame there's no shiny version of the pins, in a way. But if they did shiny pins, then, you know. I've always thought this about the plushies as well. If they did shiny versions of the plushies, I always thought, like, it'd be so cool if in every batch of, like, I don't know, 1,000 plushies, one of them was the shiny variant. But maybe, I don't know, maybe that kind of undermines the point of the plushies. But, yeah, interesting thing to think about. But yeah, Cresselia or Darkrai? I think for me, it'll be Darkrai, actually. I think it's a really cool idea for a Pokemon. Dark-type Pokemon designs I don't tend to go for that much. But Darkrai's I love. And I love the idea of Bad Dreams, its ability. Yeah, I still, you know, I have the ticket in Shining Pearl to access New Moon Island where you can find it. I'd love to shiny hunt it. I still haven't done the, finished my Arceus shiny hunt. I got up to odds on that and then put it to one side. But yeah, would really love to shiny on that. Hello Cheeto, good to see you again, my friend. How are you doing? How's your Friday been? Welcome to the weekend. And it's good to see you back here after yesterday. Darkrai for you, Zombie. Cresselia for you, Mogyo, but you do love both. Darkrai for you, Ash. It's your favourite of the Generation 4 legendaries. Is it a mythical? I feel like it's a mythical. Because you can never use it in VG. I'm not sure where Darkrai falls there. It was important for you, and a school friend's creator work. Oh, cool. Tell me more about that if you want to, Ash. That sounds fascinating. School friend's creative works. Would love to hear more. maybe Darkrai. Moggy, you're struggling with a lot of the questions I'm putting out here right now. It just goes to show how much love you have for so many Pokemon, and that's great. Cheeto, I'm sorry, I have not had time, I'm afraid, to check out the channel that you mentioned, the region that you came up with. Sorry about that, it's been so full on. I was editing the next episode of the podcast. I was filming a future episode of the podcast with Zoinks today, Joshua Hebert, Unitecaster. Had so much fun talking to him. I was doing some promotion posts. I was filming the final Fossil Week skit. So yeah, fortunately I haven't had time to check out your channel, but I look forward to doing so soon. And yeah, this is going to be the final stream for a couple of weeks. And I very much look forward to being back. And I'll miss you all in that time. But thank you all so much for coming to hang out with me for this final Fossil Week stream. Also, of course, please do like if you're enjoying the stream, and subscribe as well if you haven't already. Would hugely appreciate that. Darkrai is a mythical Moggy, yes. You missed the Shaman and Darkrai events. Oh no! Really sucks. It's such a limited time thing. Well, with Darkrai, actually, I believe that it was limited time to be able to obtain the ticket. But then once you have the ticket, you can encounter Darkrai at any time, which is really cool. Shaman, I think, was a limited time thing, maybe? I think, also, when it comes to the Nintendo Switch, the resets take such a long time. And I don't have so much fondness for Shaman. I think it's great. I think it's a lovely concept for a Pokemon. But I don't have as much fondness for it as, say, Darkrai or Arceus. So I wasn't going to shiny on that. I just went and caught that one. But yeah, it's a shame that you missed that ticket distribution, Zombie. Maybe there'll be an opportunity in the future. You'll stick with Cresselia because you can use it in VG more times, yeah. Makes sense, Moggio. Makes sense. An important consideration for sure. We're going to get up to 2,950 for Aerodactyl and Lileep here, and then we'll switch over to Shieldon. So, if either of these Pokemon is going to shine, it has to do it in like the next few encounters. Here we go. Do we have a shiny? We do not. In school, you and a friend made stories and art based on your characters in Diamond Pearl. That's great. Your friend had it that she had befriended a Darkrai with her character when her character was a kid. Very cute. Yeah, that is a cool story because you wouldn't expect that from a Darkrai, right? So, always like to hear of any creative output that kind of flips the script like that. That's very cool. And great that you have such a connection to that Pokemon. You really should do the Darkrai Shiny Hunt in Diamond. Sure, be right back, Cheeto. See you soon. So, do you have access to Darkrai in Diamond rather than Brilliant Diamond, Ash? That's very cool if so. Alright, interesting to get your thoughts on that. This is it, by the way. This is the final check for Lileep and Aerodactyl. Are we going to be surprised here? Not for Lileep. Not for Aerodactyl. Alas. Time for Shieldon. Oops. Alrighty. Time for my face to become the touchscreen again. Great. Got some Oreos. Ooh, let's do this, Cheeto. Lovely choice. Lovely choice. Oreos. What a biscuit. What a biscuit. What a cookie, indeed. Yeah, we are doing quick fire questions, Cheeto, so like either ors. Cresselia or Darkrai, Miltank or Tauros, for example. Which is a lot of fun. It's time to set another one, I think. Let's go up to Generation 5. You got the Darkrai event in Diamond at the time, but you never started it. Wow, such a order of one-time events, so you never do them. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. It's like sort of sightseeing in the city when you live there. Like, there's so much of London I haven't done. Just because I live here and you can do it any time, and I guess that's similar for you with your you harvest the one-time events, but that means you never actually do them. But yeah, that'd be so cool, Shiny Hunt Darkrai and Diamond at this point. That sounds great, Ash. Definitely Darkrai for you, Cheeto. Cool. Alright, let's move on to Generation 5. Let's say... I could say Sork or Throw, but I feel like they're quite similar, so let's do a different one. I've done some sort of version exclusive pairing questions before. Let me think a bit broader than that. Ooh. Okay, here's one that's sort of cross-generational. Cophagrigus or Runerigus? Cophagrigus or Runerigus? It's Runerigus for me. I'm not entirely sure on pronunciation, by the way. But yeah, Runerigus for me. I think it's such a cool Pokemon. I mean, that's very obvious to say, but I really do. It's, the design is amazing. Oh wait, we need to add the final two, Aerodactyl and Lileep. I think its design is amazing. I love its ability. It's one of my favourite Generation 8 Pokemon for sure. Also, so difficult to work out how to evolve Galarian Yamask into Runerigus. I love that challenge. Runerigus for you, Cheeto. Runerigus for you, Ash. Love them both. The idea of a haunted tablet came out perfectly. Yes. Agreed. Runerigus for you as well, Zombie. Yeah, its evolution method is crazy. Yeah, you have to take a certain amount of HP damage and then walk under a specific bridge. Or yeah, the specific arch in the wild area, in the sort of desert bit. Yeah. Can't remember now the logic behind that, but cool idea. Cool idea. Yeah, we can do Zekrom or Reshiram, Cheeto, as well. Zekrom or Reshiram, everybody. I chose Pokemon White, so that automatically, I guess, would suggest Zekrom. But later on, I've really grown to enjoy Reshiram. Let me see, what would I say? I'll stick with Zekrom. Runerigus for you as well, Mogio. Yeah, wow. Okay, so no Cophagrigus. I do like Cophagrigus as well, don't get me wrong, but... Oop, time to shut the shield on. Also being potentially overly cautious checking the shield on, but I really don't want to skip a shiny again. Was there logic, Zombie? Yeah, I think there was. I remember reading why, or what it's based on, that evolution of Galarian Yamask into Runerigus. I can't remember it now. Zekrom for you, Cheeto. Reshiram for you, Zombie. Did always enjoy how you can never GTS a non-nicknamed Cophagrigus. That's interesting. I didn't realise that, Ash. Why was that the case? That's actually news to me. I wasn't aware of that. You thought Zekrom was potentially cooler looking a bit, but Reshiram stocks have risen since then. Zekrom, but it's very close. Fair enough, Mogyo, yeah. All of these are head scratchers for you, aren't they, Mogyo? Interesting to hear. You generally thought the Runerigus evolution was just a joke. It's, yeah, without the help of online, I dread to think. In fact, I remember seeing a post about yeah, I think it was someone who was playing the game through with their daughter, maybe, and the daughter was very frustrated, couldn't work out how to evolve Galarian Yamask into Runerigus. I love that there is a challenge, but yeah, I wonder were there any clues in game as to that? That's the question. Yeah, tough one to work out. But again, I do like any challenge like that that's in the Pokemon games. Your upgraded Ghost Team. Oh, you've been thinking about this. Okay. Runerigus, Hooper, Decidueye, Frostlass, and the Ace Aegislash. Good to hear, yeah. That's a good balance of types as well. What with Ground, Psychic, Grass, Ice, and Steel. Yeah, really cool. Love that team, Cheeto. Oh, I see. Well, thank you for explaining that, Ash. Thank you for putting it delicately in the way that you did put it. Right, let's move on to Generation 6. Let's do an either-or for Generation 6. This is an obvious one, but I'm genuinely interested to get your thoughts. And then maybe we'll do another one after this. But Xerneas or Yveltal. Sorry, it took me a little while to remember that, even though I played Pokemon Y. Xerneas or Yveltal? Yveltal. For me, even though Xerneas is kind of vibe-wise more me, again, yeah, Y was the one I chose. I tend to choose the second in the paired game. The only generation where I actually prefer the first installment is Scarlet and Violet, actually. I studied classics, ancient Greek, Latin, ancient history, classical civilization, all that sort of thing at university. So, the fact that there are past Paradox Pokemon rather than future Paradox Pokemon in Pokemon Scarlet, yeah, that spoke to me more. But, yeah. I can't really define it much more than that, to be honest. It's just, yeah, the one I went with. Pokemon Y. Yveltal for you, Cheeto, and see you soon. Xerneas is elegant, Ash, yes, certainly very elegant. Yveltal, you prefer Mogyo. Xern is a monster competitively, for sure. Very hard for you, Zombie. Love them both. Big Deer and the Bacon Bird. It's got to be Xerneas. You started with X, and the glowing gem horns are beautiful. As in, X was your first Pokemon game, Zombie. Yeah, the glowing gem horns are certainly beautiful. I do like Oblivion Wing as a move from Yveltal. Geomancy is so cool as well, don't get me wrong, but interesting to get your thoughts on that. Yeah. So a kind of split, it's just edging Xerneas there. I'm just tired of mixing up my words. Okay, let's do another Generation 6 one. Ooh. Slurpuff or Aromatisse? Slurpuff or Aromatisse? For me, it's Aromatisse. I think it's a really cool... Obviously, the fairy type was introduced in Generation 6. And Slurpuff and Aromatisse were kind of the... They were version exclusive. And kind of introducing people to the fairy type. I think Aromatisse is a cool way of representing the fairy type. Sort of nice smelling perfume sort of thing is a cool route to go down for fairy. And a less obvious one, I think. So yeah. Also because obviously I play Pokemon Y. Slurpuff for you, Mogio. X was your first re-entry into the Pokemon games. You played Black a little when you were younger. You never got into it properly then. I see. It's a little bit like me, actually, with Generation 1 versus 2. I started with Generation 1, but... I think I was a little bit young for Pokemon at that point, but then Generation 2, it was the sweet spot in terms of age, so... Yeah, that makes sense on me. Slurpuff for you. Any other Aromatisse fans in the stream? I will fly the flag for Aromatisse. I remember in Sword and Shield checking the raid dens for ages. I think there was a while when Aromatisse was the only Pokemon I needed to complete the Pokedex. And thinking about it, I'm not sure why I didn't just trade a Spritzy. I was waiting for a raid. Maybe I was going for the hidden ability or something. I'm not sure. Maybe I didn't have anyone to trade with at that point. Anyway, I did eventually get the Aromatisse Dynamax raid den. It took so long. Easily the longest I had to wait for any kind of raid down. It must have been a super rare encounter. Yeah, that was a good day. Another vote for Slurpuff from Yuchi, though. Okay, well, fair enough. I will keep repping Aromatisse, but Slurpuff definitely the winner there. Let's check this shield on. Generation 7. Let's move on to that. Let's come up with an either or for Generation 7. I sighed in time with the music then. And that's amusing me. Let me see. There are all sorts of version exclusive pairs I could do there, but... Let's do it differently for Generation 7. Oh, actually, in fact, I remember talking to you about this before, Mogio. Your love of Ultra Beasts and talking about your favourite Ultra Beasts. So maybe I'll ask a different question. Hello, Bob. Good to see you. How are you doing? Good to see you back here. How's your Friday been? Welcome to the weekend. Very honoured that you have chosen to spend some time here this evening. Thank you so much for being here. We've moved on from Aerodactyl and Lileep. They had their chance, they did not shine. We're going for Shieldon right now. And this is the final Fossil Week stream, so I'm glad you're able to make it, Bob. How are you doing? And as always, everyone, please do like and subscribe if you're enjoying, and if you haven't subscribed already. I've got all sorts linked below. I've got my socials if you want to follow along. My podcast that's also on the channel, Chazingdra Chats, where I take a stroll through the life stories of people in the Pokemon community, discovering the 6 Pokemon on their dream team along the way, which is always an illuminating time. Got the event vlogs that I do for all the events that I cast as a Pokemon commentator. Got my Discord community link below as well. It'll be a pleasure to see any of you there if you want to keep hanging out off stream. Got my Patreon link below as well if you want to support me as a creator. Let me check this shield on. Yeah, and the next time I stream, I'll have a much improved setup, I hope. Have all sorts of PC components. I'm assembling it myself, which is a brand new venture for me. And I want to give another shout out to Pokemaniac Pete for all the help that Pete gave me with that. So yeah, this is the final Fossil Week stream and the final stream with this setup, and I'm very excited to see you all very soon with an improved look to the stream. Anyway, with all the shout-outs done, I hope you enjoyed the stream. Thank you so much for being here for the final one of Fossil Week. Will we get this shiny shield on before the end of stream in like half an hour's time? Could do. I might continue shiny hunting for fossils off stream, but we'll see. We'll see. You needed Aromatisse as well. You traded it up from your XY games. Yeah, fair enough, Zombie. That's interesting that we were both in that boat. Last day of hunting Lileep. Tomorrow you start the Spupa, your favourite Generation 6 Pokemon hunt. Spupa, that's your favourite Generation 6 Pokemon, Bob. That's great to hear. I love to hear any kind of love for the middle stage evolutions. I believe we need to start seeing the middle stage evolutions as potentially an end in itself, rather than just a stop that we pass through to get to the final stage, you know what I mean? So it's great to hear that Spupa is your favourite Generation 6 Pokemon. What makes it your favourite, Bob, in Generation 6? Right, I need to do a Generation 7 quickfire. We are doing quickfire either-or questions for any of you just joining. So we did Miltank or Tauros before, Reshiram or Zekrom, things like that. We've been working out the generations, now I need to do one for Generation 7. Here's a random one. Minior or Lycanroc? Minior or Lycanroc? They're both rock types, of course. Lycanroc is fun competitively. Sand Rush and fast rock slides. I think Minior is such a cool idea for a Pokemon, though. It's such a cool concept. It's got to be Minior for me, I think. Rock flying. The only other rock flying, I believe, is Aerodactyl, right? Yeah, I think so. Oh, Archeops as well. And Arcan. I think those are the only ones. The fact that the shiny is so hard to find, the different colours inside the ore itself. Shields down is such a fun ability, especially with White Herb and things like that. Yeah, got a soft spot for Minior for sure. Spupa is underrated zombie, very cute. It certainly is cute. Vivian with its many wing patterns kind of overshadows it. Sure, yeah. You love its little white coat. Yeah, Spupa is very cute. It's true. I love Vivian as well. Generation 6 plush are on their way too, which is very exciting. I find Spupa so cute. The shiny is a masterpiece. First thing you said when you looked at it for the first time, he's so adorable and cool. Nice. What's your have I asked before, Bob, what your favourite Pokemon is overall? I'm sorry if I have. Lycanroc, Mogyo, Minior Zombie, Minior Cheeto, Lycanroc Bob. So fairly split there, actually. Interesting. I thought maybe we'd have more Lycanroc there, but yeah, good to see some Minior love as well. Alright, Generation 8. Let's see. Cursula or Poltegeist? Cursula or Poltegeist? I think both are so fun. Teapot Pokemon, haunted teapot Pokemon. Oh, that's right, it was Palkia Bob. Yes, thank you for reminding me, of course. And hello again, Cheeto. Poltergeist or Cursula. Yeah, teapot Pokemon is very fun. Cursula, I'm going to say Cursula, I think. Great design. Important Pokemon as well. Raises a very good environmental point. Like how they, yeah, I like how they made Corsula's regional form. It's a cool concept for a Pokemon. And again, with quite an important point that it's making, so yeah. Poltergeist for you, Bob. Poltergeist for you, Cheeto. Cursula. Such a wild direction, that one, 100%. Yeah, it is wild, isn't it? And moves like... I remember Eviolite. Galarian Cursula. Doing really well. Certain formats with Strength Sap and things like that. Right, we're about to hit break 3,000 resets, everybody. Let's see. Are we going to be pleasantly surprised now or not? No shiny. Well, that's 3,000. 3003, palindrome number, love to see it. Poltergeist for you. Add it in your first playthrough, Team Zombie. Nice! Yeah, we have such fondness for those Pokemon on our first playthrough teams, don't we? What was everyone's first partner Pokemon of choice, by the way, in Generation 8? Did we go for Grookey, Scorbunny, or Sobble? I went for Sobble myself. Yeah, Inteleon is my favourite of the three. Snipe Shot, cool move, gets the Sniper ability. I'm a big fan of the Sniper ability, not least due to Kingdra, my favourite Pokemon of all time. Yeah, I think more often than not, I've chosen the water first partner Pokemon as well. Oops. Yeah, Inteleon for me. James Bond Lizard. What's not to love? Also, speaking of that, Inteleon being the James Bond Lizard, James Bond Pokemon, Sobble's Dex number in Galar is, of course, 007. Fun fact for you. So, let me catch up on this. Your favourite Pokemon from every region is Raichu, Houndoom. I see, Shark with Bad Word, yes. Palkia, Roggenrola, Spupa, Alolan Persian, Cramorant, and Grievard. That's a really good list, Bob. Thank you for sharing that. That's a fantastic summary. Good choices as well. And a real variety of types there as well. And variety of sort of fully evolved versus first form versus middle stage versus mono stage. Very nice selection. So it's Grookey for you, Mogio. Scorbunny was your first Pokemon ever. Wow, Bob. Okay. That's cool. Getting involved in Sword and Shield. Very nice. New Pokemon Stone for your region, Bloodstone. Oh, that would be cool, wouldn't it? A Bloodstone in Pokemon. Got to be something to do with Blood Moon Ursaluna. The Bloodstone, if that were a thing. Scorbunny for you, Emerald. You came back at a good time. You went for Grookey. Nice. Sobble for you as well. Sad little boy. Sobble, yeah, he is a bit just sad a lot, isn't he? I just want to give him a hug, make sure he's okay. I actually, because I started playing Shield a bit later, there was the Pokemon Home gift thing where you got all 3 first partners with their hidden ability. So I actually played through with all 3 on my team. They didn't all stay on my team the whole way through. In fact, not for that long at all. But yeah, I always stuck with my Sobble. Also, I think the shiny is so cool. Shiny Inteleon, come on. So good. 007 Sobble, exactly, Cheeto. Its name was Cry. Oops. Yeah, certainly was. Sobble. Starting to get a sense of when we've revived 5 and when to check them, actually, without needing to talk to the guy behind the desk. You'll hunt all of them, that's why Speaker will be your next hunt. I see, that's so cool, Bob. You're shiny hunting your favourite from each generation. That's a really cool task. All the best of luck with that. Love that idea. That's very inspiring, yeah. Maybe I'll do the same at some point. Sobble's your favourite. You haven't played the game. Well, yeah, it's a great design. That's all we need, really, to speak to us. Remember when they were revealed, you saw Grookey and you thought, that will be a gorilla drummer. Really? Wow. That's amazing, Ash. I guess it's hinted because it takes its stick out and starts hitting things. Well, good job. Hello, welcome in, everyone. If you're just joining, good to see you. We're going to be streaming for another 20 minutes or so. It is the final Fossil Week stream. If you're here because you saw the silly little comedy video that I did, I hope you enjoyed it. Pleasure to hang out with you. And please do like the stream if you're enjoying it. Please do subscribe if you haven't already. All those things mean a huge amount. I'm nearly at 300 subscribers, so it'll be amazing to break that. Which I'm sure we will do soon. You can help me on that way. So, thanks so much, everyone. This will be my last stream for a while, and I'll be back in a couple of weeks with a much improved setup. It's my birthday soon, and I'm treating myself to a proper streaming PC. And better camera and everything like that. So, cannot wait to share some new streams, and also being able to stream from the Nintendo Switch and things like that. So, yes, I hope you're all looking forward to that. I'll be able to shiny hunt on stream. I'll be able to do some competitive streams. Various other challenge runs. I have the Hidden Treasure of Area Zero DLC untouched for Pokemon Violet, so that's going to be a lot of fun to play through. In fact, we're nearly a year out from a year after the Teal Mask release, which is crazy to say. A year. That's gone by so fast. So yeah, so much to come on the Chazingdra channel. Just appreciate you all hanging out with me for now. So let's just enjoy the end of the final stream for a while. And we're going for about another 15 minutes or so. We don't have a shiny in Fossil Week. Shieldon could change all that if it decides to play along. That sounds cool, Cheeto, yeah. Dark water shark. And what's during a blood moon? Interesting. It's a really cool idea, isn't it? Zombie. Always love the anime. That's how you started with Pokemon, and back then Raichu was your favourite ever. Very nice. Yeah, well, Doob Snacks' episode of the podcast released this week had... he also has big love for Raichu. So if you haven't listened to that already, I highly recommend it. And yeah, generally, if anyone hasn't listened to my interview with Doob Snacks, released this week, thoroughly recommend it. Had a very fun time talking to Doob. That'll be linked below in the description. Snacks, of course, Pokemon Unite caster. Had such a fun time talking with him. You know how energetic the Pokemon Unite streams are, so get involved. It'll be amazing. Hope you enjoy it. Right, let me check these. No. Time to put this on charge. There it is. All right. Nice place in X where you can 100% reset full Spupa in the berry field. Yeah, the berry field's amazing, isn't it? I was watching a little video about that the other day. Yeah, I wasn't fully aware of all the ins and outs of the berry field. So yeah, great to learn. You also learned about it recently, Emerald. Cool. Charming sounds cool, Cheeto. Right. Time for a Generation 9 either or, everybody. Here we go. You love to hunt Ledibur there. Yeah, I love Ledibur. One of my favourite Pokemon. Yeah, fun hunt, isn't it, Zombie? The berry field. Let's do a Generation 9 either or. So, I think we've got to do this one. Maushold or Dunsparce? Maushold or Dunsparce? It's got to be Maushold for me. It's my favourite Generation 9 Pokemon. I don't always love Pokemon that are composed of multiple individuals. Like Maushold, Tandemaus, 2 mice, and Maushold, little family of mice. Maushold, it just works, and it's so cute. I had a Tandemaus in my playthrough team in Scarlet Violet. You only see the evolution screen if it's in battle when it evolves. And mine was not in battle when it reached the next level for it to evolve, and so I checked my party one day and there was, oh, another little mouse alongside it evolved into Maushold. Yeah. I'm obsessed. I've got the Tandemaus Comfy Cuddler plush right next to me here. Yeah. I call them Troy and Gabriella after High School Musical. If we have any High School Musical fans here. So, Maushold or Dunsparce. And of course, they're both normal types, they're both Generation 9, and they both have a sort of secondary chance. So, Maushold, you have a 1% chance to find a family of 3 rather than family of 4. Dunsparce, you have a 1% chance to evolve your Dunsparce into a 3-segment rather than a 2-segment. One day, as I was saying earlier, I'd really like to shiny hunt for family of 3 Maushold. Just such a cool thing to have. Take a while, and it's not an easy shiny to detect. It's like, it seems like Dunsparce, they sort of, shiny hunting for the 3-segment, they was kind of easy mode versus shiny hunting for family of 3 Maushold. Because that shiny is so distinct. You can only evolve your Tandemaus and Dunsparce into family of 3/3-segment though. You can't find wild Maushold or Dunsparce anyway. So yeah, you've just got to evolve lots and wait till you get a family of 3. Hello, Bert. Good to see you, my friend. How are you doing? Welcome back. Yes, we're doing lots of Pokemon either-ors from various generations. We've been working out the generations, and we've just come to Generation 9 with, would you choose Maushold or Dunsparce? And it's got to be Maushold for me. Mousehold for you, Bob. The Dunsparce for you, Cheeto. Mousehold for you, Mogio. And you're loving the discussion about Mousehold and the Dunsparce, but nice. The Dunsparce for you, Zombie. Silly, but you love it. Well, what I love with what they did with the Dunsparce is it's essentially a bigger Dunsparce. And Dunsparce is such a perfect Pokemon with so much lore in the community around it already. I think they did the right thing in just making the Dunsparce a bigger Dunsparce. So don't get me wrong, even though my vote goes to Mousehold, I still love the Dunsparce. Dunsparce has always been one of my favourite Generation 2 Pokemon. So rare, and that really adds to the allure of it. And Serene Grace, when abilities came around with Headbutt, and oof, can be brutal. But yeah, it's got to be Mousehold for me. The Dunsparce, best possible outcome. Yeah, I totally agree with you there, Ash. The best possible thing that Dunsparce could have evolved into. You enjoyed the Tandemaus. Yeah, it's Tandemaus rather than Mousehold. Yeah, it's a comfy cuddler, so it's bigger, and it's fluffier, and it's amazing. Best hugs, I gotta say. And you enjoy the High School Musical inspired name. I'm glad. I was tempted by Peppermint, but yeah. Troy and Gabriella, it just works. That's cool, Cheetah. The aura. And you even have the number lined up for that Pokemon. Let's check this shield on. Recently I've been watching a lot of Full Odds Hunters. You're fascinated, you really want to become one. Oh, it sounds like you already are, Bob. Sounds like you already are going for the Spuper. Are you saying that the hunts you've done before haven't been full odds? Is that what you mean? Because I thought that you said yesterday you've done plenty of shiny hunting. Okay, everyone, so here's how this is going to work. We're going to break 3,050, and then that's going to be it. That's going to be it for our Fossil Week stream. So this shield on, hopefully, will come in the next 20 or so revives. We'll just have to see. I'll probably continue to shiny hunt for the fossils off stream. But yeah, this will be the last Fossil Week stream, and the last stream with this setup. I will have a better... Sorry, I'm just re-angling that. Yes, the better streaming setup in a couple of weeks' time when I'm back with the streams. It's my birthday coming up soon, and I'm going away for a few days next week. Have a proper break, so important. And I haven't had a proper break for ages. Probably not since the start of the year have I had a proper break. So, yeah. Looking forward to that. I'll miss you all on the streams, but looking forward to being back with an improved setup and where I can stream from the Switch. Better camera and stuff like that. So if you're just joining, welcome. A pleasure to be graced by your presence for the final 10 or so minutes of stream. Please do like and subscribe if we're enjoying, everyone. Once more, hugely helpful. Thank you. Did a lot of SOS hunts, I see. Okay. You're already saying bye. Oh, well, that's a shame, Bert. Well, pleasure to have you in the stream for a little bit, and have a very merry rest of your day. See you soon. See you in a couple of weeks. Good to see you. Chain fishing as well you did, Bob, I see, so not quite full odds, yeah. Very cool dex entries that you're writing there, Cheeto. Oops. Right, well, we've made it through all the generations. It would feel wrong, I think, not to do a Pokemon Cry in the final stream. So I'll do a Pokemon cry for you all to guess. Let me just think of one to do. Here we go. Actually, no, I'm not quite sure on that one. Okay, here we go. Boom, bing. Boom, bing. Who's that Pokemon? It's tough. It's tough. It's a Generation 2 Pokemon. Boom, bing. Obviously, Pokemon cries from the game are very, very hard to mimic in person. Much harder than in the anime, of course. So I'm trying to replicate some synthesized electronic sounds here. That's what I'm giving you. Which Pokemon is that? All your fossil hunts in the week have been full odds. Good. Yeah, it's a nice taster of full odds hunting. And it's Charlie, yeah. Fair enough, Bob. It's a fair enough guess. It is just me making a noise, but that's not the answer. Generation 2 Pokemon. I can also say it's a single stage. Doesn't evolve at all. Doesn't evolve from anything. Let's check this shield on. The legendary Charlie-mon. That's a really good question. That's for a future stream, I think. If you were a Pokemon, what noise would you make? That's fun. It's not Pichu, Bob. Good guess, though. Yeah, Pichu's like... You see the similarity. This is... And also, this is a Pokemon that's a single stage. It doesn't evolve from anything. It doesn't evolve into anything. Generation 2 Pokemon. It's also a bug type. Bug type Generation 2 single stage Pokemon. Those are your clues. Sudowoodo, Bob? No, it's not Sudowoodo. Sudowoodo's like... That was decent, I think. As an impression. We are guessing that cry, Ash. Which Pokemon makes this cry? Generation 2, bug type, single stage. Heracross Mogyo. Good guess, but it's not. That fits all the criteria, but it's still not that. Heracross is like... This is... Not Heracross. Yanma, Ash. Very good. Very good, Ash. Yes. You did it. It's a Yanma. Very nice. Not Celebi, Bob. No. Bug type. But Celebi does fit all the other criteria there. Evening, Will. Where have I got to with these fossils? Well, I haven't got a shiny yet. Good to see you again, my friend. Yeah, well, this is the final Fossil Week stream as well, and we're going to end in like 5 minutes. So you've made it just in time for the end. Will we get a last-minute shiny? I'll probably continue to shiny hunt off-stream, but yeah. This will be the last Fossil Week stream. How are you doing, Will? Welcome to the weekend. I hope you had a good week. Yama evolves, but not in Generation 2, Bob. Not in Generation 2. Is what I meant. Sorry if that wasn't clear. It's a good point. You drew the Pokemon you've been designing. Cheeto, very cool. Yeah, that was Yanma, Zombie. That was Yanma. So, the last round of revives here for these fossils. Are we going to get a last-minute shiny? Let's find out. And what are people's plans this weekend? This sunny August weekend, this summer weekend. The last weekend of the Olympics as well. I can't believe how quickly that's gone by. What are people up to? I'll be seeing my girlfriend, as I said. We have a family member over from America as well. So that's very exciting. Yeah. It should be a chill one, which is something I'm in need of, a chill weekend, gotta say. Alright, here we go. Final time. Are any of these Shieldon gonna be shiny? You're going to shiny hunt, you're going to go to see your grandma. Very nice. So you're going to be shiny hunting the Spupa Bob. Very cool. Right, let's check these Shieldon. Here we go. No, none of them are shiny. None of them are shiny. We should probably do one more round, shouldn't we? We should probably do a bonus round. Let's do it. This is going to be it. This is going to be it. The final round of encounters for Fossil Week, full stop. The final round of encounters from this current streaming setup before I get an upgrade and see you all back in a couple of weeks' time. I'm going to miss you over the next couple of weeks, everybody. But I look forward to seeing you for some new and improved streams very soon. I waxed lyrical at the beginning of the stream about how amazing it's been hanging out with you all, shiny hunting with you all. But again, it really is the community that makes these streams so much fun. And yeah, without you all, you've all created so many fond memories over the past, not only Fossil Week, but also Safari Week, or Safari Month, when we were streaming for more than 50,000 encounters and then accidentally ran away from a shiny Venonat. So thank you all so much for hanging out. Please do like the stream if you've been enjoying it. Please do subscribe as well if you haven't already. I've got all my socials linked below if you want to have a follow there. I've got my Discord community link below too, excuse me. It'd be a pleasure to hang out with any of you off stream too. We continue talking about Pokemon, shinies, competitive, trivia, all of that sort of thing. Got my Patreon link below as well if you want to support me as a creator. So many more things on the channel. Chazingdra Chats, my podcast, where we take a deeper dive into the life stories of people in the Pokemon community and discover the 6 Pokemon on their dream team along the way. Always a fascinating listen, I hope. With the 18th episode released today, so many episodes for you all to explore. And yeah, that's it. We've got revived all the fossils we can. Let's check these for the last time. No Shieldon from you, Ash. Bonus round, exactly. Bonus round redemption. That's so... it's so cool that you're also on board for the bonus round. You're going to get some feedback on that Pokedex entry you wrote, Cheeto. Very cool. Pokemon community is the best community. So many nice people. There certainly are, Zombie. We're all just united by this passion we have for the game. Alright, let's do it. The final Shieldon. Let's check them. No, 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 no. So, there we go. We end Fossil Week without a shiny. What can you do? What can you do? Let's add those final 4. As I say, I'll probably continue to shiny hunt fossils off stream. But that's it for the streams. I've just done my thank yous to you all, so I will see you all in a couple of weeks, and I cannot wait. Wish me luck for building my own PC. This is something I'm entirely new to. Looking forward to sharing some more memories with you soon. It's the Pokemon World Championships next weekend. Do not forget. Cannot wait to tune into the action there. Do hop into the Discord community if you haven't already, so we can stay in touch over the next couple of weeks, but I'll see you all very soon. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone. Yes, no Shieldon. A shame, Ash. Shame not to end on a shiny. Thank you, Ash. I will enjoy my well-deserved break. That's very kind. And Bob, thank you for the commiserations there as well. Pleasure to see so many of you here tonight and hang out with some new faces as well as some more familiar ones. See you all very soon. I'll miss you, but I'll see you soon. Have a fantastic weekend. World certainly did creep up so far, Smogio. And thanks so much, Bob. Thank you. And thank you to you, Emerald, as well. I will have a good birthday. So then, everyone, with that, have a great weekend. See you soon. Have a very merry rest of your day.